No matter where you're from, never finished, never done, we'll start another one. It's right here and now. When I was there, I was like, how? But we're getting started now.
What's up, dude? We're in Seattle with our brother WANZ here. Just finished rocking a show, and I was telling WANZ that we're doing this Typecast Tuesdays post, and we want to talk about every song on the album, so this seems like the best time to introduce you to all of our fans and talk about the record that we just made. And
Typecast.
First of all, so good to have you on the record.
Oh, it's
fun. Love it.
Yeah.
We were working on this song, and originally, like, the history of that song was, like, we made that beat with our buddy Peter, like, I want to say 4 years ago or something, like forever ago. We couldn't figure out what to do with it, and then we sent it to our friends SugarBeats down in Oregon, and they worked on the beat and then sent it back to us, and we worked on it. So, like, before it even got to you, it had already crossed all these paths, and we knew that it needed this, like, hook on it, but we didn't know what. Yeah. We knew that it needed some vocals on it, and we didn't know what. And our brother Def 3, we really wanted on the album, and so I think that song has, like, the most collaborators of any other song on the record.
How did you guys find me?
Well, that's a good question, because we were just chatting about this, and the interesting thing was, apparently before I reached out to you, you saw Dunks and Charlie do a show when I couldn't be there down at Nectar Lounge in Seattle years ago. Which is so crazy, because that was before. I think that was before we ever reached out to you. But the reason I actually reached out to you was through my manager Pierce.
Yep.
Yeah. But how do you know Pierce?
I know Pierce through Tegan and Sarah.
Through Tegan and Sarah, yeah.
And Tegan and Sarah and the Macklemore crowd crossed paths all over the place, and at the time, their record was blowing up, and I loved the band, and the band loved me. We always used to joke around. So, yeah.
Well, I remember having this, like, brainstorm session with some of our management team, Pierce being one of them, and for our fans, our managers managed Tegan and Sarah, but we were brainstorming of, like, vocalists that we could get on the album. It wasn't even for that particular song. And Pierce mentioned WANZ, and I was like, no way, like, WANZ from, like, the Macklemore, like, Thrift Shop record. And I remember, like, Googling it and watching all these videos, because I was like, I wanted to get a sense of, like, who is WANZ outside of the Thrift Shop song. So, as a producer, my first instinct was, like, I want to watch some live videos. So that's how I came across that live video of you performing Thrift Shop when you were on tour with Macklemore down in Australia on Triple J. And then I was like, man, WANZ has this, like, and I got to ask if you like this comparison or not, but like this Warren G, Nate Dogg kind of.
Did you know I have a song? That's a tribute to Nate Dogg?
Because I did my research, and I was like, I found this, like, Nate Dogg Warren G song, and I was like, man, this is awesome.
Yeah.
And so then I was brainstorming, like, what song on the album could, like, fit for you for a hook, and that was why we sent you that song. But
dope.
Yeah.
I blew my mind. That's the first time I listened to it. I was like, oh, this is awesome. This is so great. Because I've been looking for something to do to follow up Thrift Shop since Ben and Ryan went another direction, and it was like, where do I go? What do I sound like? And I started getting into a lot of dance-oriented music, a lot of future trap, future bass, future R&B type stuff, and so it's like, man, you sent that track and it just mind explosion. It was so dope.
Yeah,
and then the back and forth was really great. No, you can't really say this, and getting the wording right was because I was like trying to get the words right. But that's the best kind of collaboration. I was like worried that they're not going to like it, they're going to dump me, and it's like
No, I mean, that's I was just chatting with our buddy Collab on the drive down tonight, because he was playing a show here as well, and he's trying to finish an album right now. He's made albums before, but he's finishing his new album, and we were just talking about how much work it is working with vocalists. And, like, when you're producing your own record, there's just so much. It almost, once you're kind of have made all the music and you get to that final stage of trying to finish an album, it almost feels like more work than making the music. Unless you have a producer, and that's the whole idea, is that they're there to do it for you. But of course, like, our album's self-produced, so just dealing with all these different vocalists and arrangements and lyrics and top lines and melodies and going back and forth, it can be so hard. But you were just so awesome to work with. So what we need to do is we need to work on a new song that channels the Warren G, Nate Dogg vibe. I'm thinking a G-Funk inspired song that's obviously like a big bass track.
Well, I kind of know this guy named Warren G.
Oh.
And Saturday, I'm hopefully going to meet this guy named Snoop. So when you know the potential.
There it is.
The potential.
There it is. The potential. I can feel the potential.
The potential.
Yeah.
It would be dope. It would be dope.
Awesome.
You just have to figure out how to get Warren away from his sniffing Griffins because he's like barbecue king now.
Awesome. Well, we're here in Seattle with WANZ. If you haven't heard the track, go check it out. It's called Revolution. Shouts to SugarBeats and Def3 who are also on the same song.
Kicking ass!
WANZ, you got any last words for our funk family?
I wear your granddad's clothes.
Yes.
Perfect. Love it. Love it.
Never met a camera I didn't like.
Love it. Yeah, we can talk for days.
I know, that was awesome.
So wicked.
Sweet.
All right.
Caroline's good times never seem so good.
He roll.